Hey everybody, this is Jay with jrweldy.net, and I'm getting my spindly little knees in the shot here, but this is my Z800 HP, and it's going through some major upgrade processes right now. Thanks to a friend of mine, it now has, from the 36 gig of RAM memory that it had in it, it now has 42 gig of matched memory, and it has two Intel Xeon E5506 processors running at 2.13 gigahertz. So that's two processors running at 2.13 gigahertz. They are quad-core processors each. However, there is no hyper-threading on them. So I went ahead and I ordered the E5675s, two of them, match pair, and they are coming from Springfield, Connecticut as we speak. Got a racing wheel over here, a Thrustmaster Ferrari racing wheel, and the foot pedals, just a brake and acceleration, and I have a force feedback sidewinder back there, very old force feedback sidewinder, Microsoft sidewinder, and that is hooked to, whoops, sorry for the fingers guys, that's hooked to a widescreen LG IPS display, 29 inch, actually I think is 28 point something or other, but they call it a 29, and it's been a good monitor. I actually took everything apart here the other day because this monitor sometimes has vertical lines going across it on startup, and then when you get into Windows they tend to disappear, but sometimes they come back when you're in Windows. So I had the whole Z800 pulled apart, and I was like, you know, I'd really like to have some processors that had hyper-threading on them. So the 5506s do not have that, but the 5675s do. And I was actually going to go with the most recent one. You know, I know these aren't like cutting-edge processors or anything, but to kind of just play and build up a computer, the Z800 is cool. You know, it's got lots of expansion, 4 drive bays, and I have 4 1 terabyte hard drives in there. Dual CPU or single, depending on what you do, but you can get into these things on a base model for like 500 bucks. And sometimes they have some pretty decent quattro video cards in them. Mine came with, hang on, I'll tell you. Mine came with this beast. Da 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 da. Yeah, it's a 128 meg card, I think. But it's pretty. It's a pretty card. You know, I mean, really, honestly, you know, that's a pretty card. To me, I'm old school. I'm an old man. I'm 56 years old, and I remember Net Zero dial-up 56K, where there's a banner across the top of your screen so they could advertise to you, but it was free. And that was high-speed internet back then. You know, that was a bejizzle. So yeah. That's running a Zotac 980 amp edition. So I got some juice. It's 4 gigabyte of RAM memory on the video card, and it does a really nice job of gaming. You know, good refresh on this monitor. And so anyway, the let's see what the, hang on one second, let me try and maintain here. Okay, so the processors that are on their way are a match pair SLBYL Intel Xeon X5675 6-core 3.06 gigahertz each with hyper threading, and that's going to be a big jump in specs for me. I did want to go up to the 90 or 95 version of the chip, but I really didn't want to be paying 200 and some odd dollars, you know. I bought these two match pair for $118 plus $10 shipping. So I think that was actually a pretty good deal, considering the best of the generation for the Z800 is well into the 212, 215 range, and some of them even a little higher for the 6-core, and then with the hyper threading on top of it. I think it's going to be a really good upgrade for the machine. And of course, I will do a video on changing out those CPUs. The memory, you know, I just got in there and went ahead and did the switch. Just pulled out a couple 2 gig chipsets that I had and put in the Corsair Vengeance chips. Had to take the heat sinks off because the fan shield for the memory in the Z800 was too deep. You know, it was too shallow a tolerance on them. So I went ahead and pulled the heat sinks off. Otherwise, they're working great. And I'm Jay with jrweldy.net. Thanks and have a great evening. Please hit the like button if you like the video. You don't necessarily have to hit the thumbs down if you dislike it. Thanks. Bye.